guys, I'm coming to give you a story time video, and this is going to be about the time when my mom found out that I was not a virgin. So I was in school, and in school I usually call my mom because I didn't have a cell phone when I was in high school. So lunchtime I will go and call my mom in the office. So when to call my mom, check in on her, but this time I knew something was wrong because of the way that she answered me. She was like, "What, Abena?" And I'm like, "Okay, what's wrong?" And she was like, "When you get home," she didn't even ask me how my day, how I'm doing, what's going on, nothing. She was like, as soon as I got on the phone, "What, Abena?" or whatever. And then she was like, "Make sure when you get home, don't go on the computer." So I'm like, "What you mean? I have to do my homework?" She was like, "Make sure when you get home, don't go on the computer." So at that point, I knew something was wrong, but I really didn't know what. So finally I got home and whatever, and my dad wasn't really talking to me, and my sister was acting kind of funny. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I was about to go on the computer since mom wasn't home, and then my stepdad was like, "Don't go on the computer." And I'm like, "Why not? I have to do my homework." He's like, "You want me to call your mother?" I'm like, "I bet. I'm not gonna go on the computer." So I went downstairs and whatever, and now I'm highly worried because I'm like, what did I possibly do for them to be acting this way? So then boom, my mom came in like 2 hours later from work, and then all I heard was, "Abena, get upstairs right now." And I'm like, okay. So I went upstairs, and then I see my uncle, my sister, my mom, and my dad sitting in the living room. They was like, "We're calling a meeting." So my mom was like, "Didn't I tell you to get rid of your Facebook?" And it didn't make no sense lying because obviously I knew she knew something. So I'm like, "Yeah, you did, but I didn't get rid of it because that was the only way to communicate with my friends after school, blah, 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 whatever." So then she was like, "All right, open your Facebook." So at that point, I'm like, no. In my head, I'm like, no, I'm not opening my Facebook. I have to come up with some kind of excuse, something, because in my inbox, I'm talking to guys, this, that, and the third. And if she had seen that, it would have been a huge ass problem. So I'm like, nah. So she was like, "Put in your Facebook password." I'm like, "I don't remember it." She's like, "What you mean you don't remember it?" So then she was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna go through this with you. Let me tell you what I'm really here for." So then all I see her is pull out some kind of paper and then threw the paper on top of the center table where everybody was sitting, and it was me and my current boyfriend at the time, and I was sitting on him. I was not naked. I actually had on some tights, and then I had on a bra. So she was like, "What is this? Whatever, I sent you to school to get your education, but you in man house, this, that, and the third, not doing what you're supposed to do, blah, blah, blah." So I'm like, okay. So she was like, "Who is he?" Like, she was asking me questions. Who is he? Where he's from? How did you meet him? This, that, and the third. And I'm like, wow, okay. So then she was like, "I'm gonna ask you one question, and I want you to give me an honest answer right now, or if not, there's gonna be consequences, and I'm gonna find out the hard way." So then I was like, "Okay, are you a virgin or not?" And I could have said yes, I was a virgin, but then at the same time I wanted my mom to know the truth and whatever, because it was something I actually did wanted to share with her, but I knew the way she was set up, that was a no-go. My parents are Caribbean, so it's like, no. So I said this is the perfect time. So I was like, fuck it. No, I'm not a virgin. All you know is that I blocked that after because my mom took my head and slammed it into the wall, and we have brick walls. And she was like, "Boom, what you said, you're not a virgin in my house. I send you to school, and after school I tell you to get your ass home, but you in man house, this, that, and the third." I'm going off. Who told me to try to explain myself? I tried to explain myself. Boom, another one. All I knew is that I started to break down because my head at that point started to pound. It's crazy that my head didn't bust open. That's how hard she hit me in the wall. But you know what? I survived it or whatever. So then my uncle was telling her to calm down because my mom was really about to get up and scrap with me like no other. So my uncle was like, calm down, Lena, calm down. And she was like, no, I'm not gonna calm down because I didn't send her to school to do this, After that, like the meeting was over. And then my mom didn't talk to me for a good month. Like all she would ask me, she would call to make sure that I'm in school, she would call to make sure that I'm home. I was on a strict ass schedule, like she was not playing with me at all after that. So then after a while she came to me and she was like, why did you think you shouldn't share that with me? I'm like, are you kidding me? If I shared that with you, just imagine what would have happened even worse. But she was like, the fact that somebody from back home had to call her and show her this picture of me on top of another man at this point in my life is what really made her upset, which I do understand or whatever. But knowing me, I thought I blocked everybody from my where I'm from off my Facebook page and blocked them, but I guess I was missing a few people. Anyways, that was the time my mom found out that I was not a virgin because I personally told her. Like I said, I can't lie. But anyways, guys, like this video, comment down below if you like this video, and I'll see you guys later.